Guys, this is Sterling. I'm doing a quick review on the Razer Ourborous mouse here. So this is the mouse, as you can see. It's plugged in right now, but you can actually use this. You can unplug it like so. It's kind of an older USB, so it's not the USB Mini because this is an older mouse. But it'll end up going into this receiver, as you can see. And it works quite nice, actually. I'll be honest, I was surprised when I first got it. The lag is, there's no lag, there's no difference, basically from the wire. I mean, there technically is a difference, but no noticeable difference between the wire and this receiver, so pretty good. Now, if you want to charge the mouse, you can put it on this stand here. Let me pull this into view. So this is the receiver, and I've plugged that into here, as you can see, and you can put this on the receiver. It's a little hard. You'll notice there's two little, I don't know what these are, but conduits of some sort that you're supposed to place on there, and this will charge your mouse. It's also a nice little display piece. It's very cool. The battery inside of this, which I'll show you in just a moment, is a AA battery, and it takes, I'd say it takes an hour or so to charge, and it discharges, I'd say I can get almost a full workday out of it. So yeah, it discharges fairly quickly. Now, the nice thing is it's nothing proprietary, so you can replace this with your own rechargeable battery as you wish. So one of the other great features about this mouse is the customizability. So at the time, this was the only mouse that could actually do this. So you have these little wings that come with the mouse, and if you're not into the wings, you have this side wing. Oop, here we go. This style, and they come for both left and right. So this is actually a great mouse if you're left-handed, because you can kind of customize it the way you want. Now you'll also notice that it has the buttons here, one button here, one button here. It's got a really nice scroll. It feels really great when you're scrolling. I personally think this is still one of the best, if not the best. I use this every day primarily because of how great the click feels. Still works fantastic. The scrolling feels awesome. They did a really good job on the design, and it just feels like a solid mouse. I mean, it really feels like a $230 mouse, which is what it originally retailed for. So this mouse is, of course, not, you're not able to purchase this mouse anymore from Razer itself, but I'll show you in just a minute where you can actually buy this mouse kind of on Amazon. But the other thing to note is the two buttons on each side. So you have a button here and a button here. And then, last but not least, you can adjust this. So this is a knob here, and this will raise or lower this section depending on what your preference is. It's very cool. I prefer it kind of higher, but very cool if you like that full hand feel versus if you want it to be a little bit lighter. This is a very cool mouse. Also note you have a lock button on each side, so if you want to lock the clicking on each side, you can actually do that with this one. And then, of course, there's the battery. So it's not the most straightforward of things to do, but this was really confusing for me because I thought this mouse was completely dead, and I thought, geez, you know, I spent $230 on this mouse and it's just dead, right? It doesn't hold a charge. I had to use the wire, but then I realized my rechargeable battery was just, you know, not working anymore, which was awesome, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me, like, how do you replace this? So let me show you how to replace the battery. Hopefully this helps somebody. All right, so you'll notice, well, first off, you need a little Phillips screwdriver, something real small, just like this. And then the last thing you'll note is that you should have these little screws right here and here. Now, if you have a newer one, I've heard that they don't have the screws. So I have an older one, and so you'll need to unscrew those screws. Now, they don't come completely off. You're just loosening these things. So you're going to loosen that like so. Check this out, guys. This is kind of cool, actually. But all right, so this thing pulls out. Look at that. It pulls out like that, so you can kind of see how this thing's constructed. And then the battery is actually contained here in this back thing. Isn't this amazing? This is awesome. So this is the battery. Yeah, there it is. You just plop it in, and indeed, this is a. And this is why they call this the Batmobile mouse, the Batmobile Razer mouse. So anyway, that's the full review. I would say this is a great mouse. If you're looking to pick one up, it's classic, it's classy. It doesn't feel quite as good as some of the other mice, but it's more of one of those things you get because it's just fun to have. If you're doing hardcore gaming, of course, you can still do that with this one, but I use this as my work mouse because I just love it, and I think it's fun. But at the end of the day, whatever makes you feel good. You can go to Amazon and get a used one, which I have not done. I actually bought this new, but you can get a new one here. I guess I'll post a link. I don't have an affiliate program or anything, but you can also see that I've been using Amazon Fresh. The Ourborous Mouse, I think that's how it's called, is also on the product page with the original amount. Of course, it's indefinitely out of stock as it's no longer available, but you can still see it on the Razer page. So 8200 DPI, 4G laser. Now, keep in mind, this is over 5 years ago when this came out, 5 or 6 years ago. So pretty impressive at the time. The battery is using a AA battery, which is really great. So obviously, as I explained earlier, the AA battery can be replaced. And here's a nice intro video. Check it out. It's pretty cool. And here are all of the specs. So you can access this URL still. It's live. Now, you can't buy this mouse anymore, even though it's really cool. But